Hello viewers and welcome to another episode of Atn Politics. Atn Politics is the network's flagship program that discusses core political trends with relevant political stakeholders. And today on Atn Politics, we will be discussing on core issues from different political landscapes, such as those in Kwara State. Governor is to hand over to a youth in 2027, says the lawmaker. Now, Adamawa State, the governor has surpassed 35% women inclusion, says the deputy governor. And in Bauchi State, the speaker asks the national security advisor to hold Nyesom Wike for the threats he is making on other PDP states and the NNPC debt. APC youth request the removal of Abba Kyari. These are all we have to discuss, but before I introduce our guests, we'll take a very short break, and I plead on you, don't move an inch. We'll be right back. Uniport alumni.
It's always a pleasure.
It's a pleasure, sir.
Thank
Welcome,
you.
sir. All right, in order not to take more of your time, we'll head straight to the first topic for discussion, which goes as thus. The Governor Abdul Razak will hand over to a youth come to.
I want to be of the view that not that the youths are not part of. The youth has always been attentions. You know, they come up with things that you might consider not being focused. So I see those, because the tomorrow will definitely come. Yesterday, if they spoke of tomorrow, today has come.
But it's no longer today.
It's no longer today.
It's now tomorrow.
It's now tomorrow.
To the point where the youths are now engaged. And if you said about preparations, what sort of preparations do the youths in Nigeria particularly need to prepare? How prepared was the, can we define preparation for the average youth to be able to handle the reins of administration of whatever office that he is handed over to?
Yes, they say education does not only teach. It doesn't only educate you, it teaches you. Okay. You see, it prepares you for the task ahead. That's why even in tertiary institutions, you have different departments. Even when you get to the polytechnics, you'll see that you have to deal with skills. You even have government technical schools and all of that. The basic idea is that when you find yourself in public, you must comport yourself. Know that you are representing a nation. Now, if you decide to dodge the aspect by which you'll be educated or enlightened, or you indulge yourself in situations where they teach you things that are not proper, it means that you're not prepared for leadership. But if you queue in, for instance, people go to school and at the tail of it, they will write exams. Sometimes, if it were to be the junior secondary days, they have a period of time that they would be at home waiting for the result to come out. They could get themselves engaged in skills. What are we trying to say in essence? That the mind be occupied,
yes, sir,
with positive things.
I'm sorry to delve in. I wanted you to be able to understand my my trajectory.
Where you're coming from.
Yes. You said we should get prepared to be able to handle the reins of government.
Yes.
And through that preparation, you said education.
Yes.
Now, through education, you have also made remarks about also going to skills acquisition during the holidays.
Yes.
But let us concentrate on the curriculum.
Okay.
The curriculum from the nursery, primary, secondary, and the tertiary institutions
Yes.
is long obsolete. How can an average youth be exposed to an obsolete curriculum and still be able to handle reins of power in a contemporary world that we have here? Is the educational system not due for an overhaul?
You might call it obsolete or whatever you want to call it.
No, but it is.
No,
It is.
these things you see, they revolve.
Sir, I mean, we have 3-year-old kids,
Yeah.
5-year-old kids
Yes.
making computer games.
Yes.
I mean, making coding. They can code out a computer,
Yes.
system.
Yes.
And right here, I mean, at that age, the kids are still running around in napkins. At that
Not
age,
in all cases now.
no. Most of the cases. We are not talking about silver spoon children. We're talking of average kids.
Okay.
At 3 and 5, they can't even dream of even being in front of a computer, not to talk of how to code. I mean, you're talking of youths that some of them even finish university education before they even see they own their own private computer, before they can even start thinking of what is Microsoft Word, what is Microsoft Excel. And you say that these people are prepared and that the curriculum is not obsolete. Many people have not seen a computer system until they graduated from university.
No, see, I'm not disputing whatever anyone's position is. But like I said,
Yes,
education does not only teach. It enlightens you.
Yeah.
It prepares you. And that does not mean that it has to be only in institutions. Education actually starts from the home. Now, if it starts from the home, the parents, that's the mindset we're talking of now. When they are gearing the kids towards achieving in future, definitely shaping them through that direction. Now, there might be scheme of work. There might be outlines. I would assure you that as lecturers are, or maybe of course, people do researches and they come up with innovations. Are we together? Yeah. So if those innovations are considered, you will see that you will not be talking of obsolete. Because research basically does not research backward. It's in the future.
No, sir, I can still come in again if you let me.
Okay.
We have situations where, I mean, we write projects at the end of our educational career in the universities, and immediately after the defense of those projects, we don't get to hear about them. I mean, we have lecturers and deans and men of the intelligentsia that go ahead to do researches, and after those researches, the state government, the federal government never gets to use them. Thirdly, we also have political parties that have 60-year-olds as the youth leaders. Where is the space for the youth in all these dire circumstances, sir?
We're saying the same thing from different outlets.
Okay, sir.
Are we together?
Yeah, yeah.
Like I said, I don't really look at issues. I set my eyes on solutions.
Okay.
Now, if you did your project at your final year, they did not just carry project and give to you at your final year. You started from year one. They started preparing you. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So these preparations, and maybe when you get to year 3, you do your research, methodology, and all of those stuff. Yeah. Now, at the tail of it, that qualifies you. Now, it is left for the individual, back to where I was coming from.
Okay.
It is left for the individual to be focused. Are we together?
Yeah.
Now, if in the course of your discipline or maybe while learning in school, you have succeeded in identifying your strengths.
Okay.
Like in SWOT analysis, where you could be able to identify your weakness and your strength. You know, you look at it and then you build on where it will favor the most. Now, if we look at the educational sector, and maybe we think that what is at the curriculum, it's outdated. Nothing stops it from being updated. Are we together? We have ministry here. We have the Minister for Education. We even have commissioners at the level. In fact, they have junior and senior. So I think in as much as the system is skewed towards helping, it should not be looked at as if no effort is made for individual weaknesses.
Okay.
Now, if as youths, I also want to state that it is not just going to school. Some persons, some youths that I know, they are not, I would not even say they are illiterate. Because as, like I said, education teaches, it enlightens, it disciplines you, you know, and this could be acquired at any level. Now, some of them might not have acquired degrees or formal education, but within their trade, they are performing. And so, even if the needs to introduce the educational sector, maybe the formal educational sector to them, is how to know how to read and write, and then could be able to put up their proposals and all of those things, which is not out of place. Now, they would not also find it as difficult. Now, within leadership, for you to be a good leader, you must be a good follower. If the leader you're following is not a good leader, you cannot be a good leader. In management, they say leaders are born. You know, in some cases, leaders are made. So if you as a youth, you want to be a leader, nobody would want to carry a leadership position and give to someone that is incompetent, whether you're old or young. Why you hear issues here and there is because the management system at the government level or various organizations is poor. So a way to revolt against it, you hear the youth should take over. But we have situations where youths have been in office and are misusing the offices.
Coming to that point, maybe this might be the last question for this particular topic. We have the governor, Siminalayi Fubara of Rivers State, had also set up some caretaker committee chairmen, of which majority of them are youth. And what is your assessment of the caretaker committee chairmen presently of the 23 local governments, sir?
Of course, you know, you don't, you've rightly mentioned that they are caretakers. Are we together? You don't...
They are in charge of administration.
No, yes, there is no vacuum in power.
Exactly.
Someone has to be there. Now, when elections are there, that is when you will be able to exercise your franchise. to say, you have done well, you go back home. Okay. Now, within that fair, you find out that I can assure you that there is none of them that is out there as caretakers that are not youthful. So crying out that youth is maybe they are not considered. They are considered, but they should be better productive. That's what the drive I'm taking.
Okay.
Because normally people will make mistakes, but in their mistakes you don't condemn them.
Yeah.
But just as they say that the future is in the hands of the youth, they should prepare so that the youth that will come after them, because they might be youth now, tomorrow they will be old.
Yeah. Like
the ones that are there now. So what we're looking at is how to create a where those that are coming could compete favorably with others all over the world.
Okay. Okay. Nice one. Nice one. Well put, sir. Well put. Okay, let's move over to the women's wing. We've just left the youth wing. We are going over to the women's wing now. Professor Kaletepwa Farauta, the deputy governor of Adamawa State, has praised Governor Amadou Fintiri for surpassing the 35% affirmative action benchmark for women's inclusion in governance. Farauta made the remarks during a meeting with the Society for Women in Taxation, SWIT, in her office, highlighting the governor's commitment to gender mainstreaming. Governor Fintiri has demonstrated exceptional support for women, exceeding our expectations, Farauta said. With a female deputy governor and a woman serving as vice chairpersons in all 21 local government areas, we have surpassed 5% target. Yes, sir. Even here, I wouldn't want Adamawa State to take the whole glory. Even here in River State, we have a political policy as us that all deputies should be women.
Okay.
And Adamawa State, I say that they have surpassed the 10% affirmative action. First of all, I want to delve in to say, without affirmative action, without a policy being put ahead, like without 35%, that 35% must be given to women. Without that policy being put in place, are women not capable of breaking through the political sphere of Nigeria's politics and governance?
Because the affirmative process is on, it is a drive for one to suggest and say that they've surpassed or not. But I would say to you that if you like, place it behind the screen. Women or the females have basic influence on activities that concerns governance. Yeah. Now, it's a situation now where they want to sit in the office. I don't know what the ideologies might be, but I want to give maybe just give an option. You'll find out that if a young man is married or a man is married, like a governor or maybe a commissioner or whatever, even a councillor or whatever position, even in the private sector, when you're married, what you do in the office, definitely you communicate. Inputs are there by them. Yeah. Sometimes, if they decide to give you some troubles, you cannot concentrate on that job. So, directly or indirectly, they are part of it. If, for any reason, they are schemed into office or they contest and they win, it's also a plus. But it shouldn't be a situation. I hope that the women are not thinking that they will stay and they will just call them and give them positions. Normally, it is easier when it is appointments. And I think it is rather better when it's appointments because it's like assistance. But when it has to do with elections, are we together? There are responsibilities that goes with those offices. Now, there are jobs that individuals, those that are single, could do. There are jobs that married persons could do. Yeah. Now, basically, most of the achievements of these persons, they achieve them before they get married. And they, you know, and when they are married, they now have double responsibilities, taking care of the home front and also the maybe election that they've won or the appointment that is given to them. But in all of this, there must be a focus. What is the idea behind having that office? If it is to help the system, are we together?
Yes.
Is it by contesting that creates those rooms, or is by your input?
Okay.
If you have, by the laws of this country, if you're married, your wife is seen as you. You're seen as your wife. You represent yourselves.
Yes.
So if except they want a situation, if a husband is contesting for governor as they are married, the wife is also contesting as governor. No, that's not what we're saying. But there should be a common front where we know that the ideology behind all this is to build a effective nation. Okay. It's not in competition. Because it's as if they are competing. Sometimes I also wonder whom they are competing with. Because at the end of the day, the people you want to compete with are your brothers, they are your relatives, they are your husbands, they are your uncles. Okay, let's assume that you've won them. You want to stand as a hero that has conquered man. So that should not be the position. But in as much as relevance is there, and then offices are available, they should be keyed in.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Okay, sir. But so far, so far in the history of our politics, of our democracy, let's start from the recent time, from 1999 to this point, we've had some female politicians and some also outstanding administrators and ministers as women. What's your analysis of their performances so far till this time, sir?
How, like I will say, or like I've said previously,
okay, sir,
it is better when it's appointments,
okay,
than elections.
Elections. Because
we've seen those of them that were elected, their performances, and how some of them ended. And we've also seen those that are appointed, you know, and within that workforce, you know, if they have to elect, we still see their performance. Are we together? Yes. We have credible, a lot of them that are credible. What I'm trying to say is that it is not, we've seen those of them that have contested as maybe House of Reps, governors, you know, House of Assembly, and their likes. For you to be in that office, you should know why you're in the office, that it is not in competition. If you employ a governor as a deputy governor, that you've surpassed the 35%, what's the input? Are we together?
Yes.
Do we still have situations even to the females, and then they ride their husbands at home? They are no longer respectful, they are disrespectful, and all of those things. The children, this boils to what I was saying. The children you see, that is also a school for them. They learn, they see how the females talk to their fathers, or maybe their husbands. Sometimes how provocation will come, there will be quarrel and fighting. They carry that, they think that that's how the society works. And so they carry that mentality into the society. It becomes a problem. It's a managerial problem. And then you begin to see how, you know, in organizational behavior, how these people ought to conduct themselves properly. So if the females are given the opportunity to contest, well and good. If they contest with a male, the male wins. It doesn't mean that they are oppressing them or suppressing. That's not it. I don't want those kind of deal. If somebody is going for something and this person that is going will definitely be your representative. If you see incompetence in the person, whether the person is a male or female, it doesn't work. You definitely go for whom you think can serve the purpose. Exactly. So even like even in Rivers State here, yeah. I don't think females are marginalized.
Okay.
They give them the position. Even the local government chairman, they say the deputies should be female. In fact, the male can even cry.
Sir, even in your present local government, the caretaker committee organ is a female.
You can imagine.
Yes, yes.
So if you look at some certain things, when you begin to, it's as if you're raising crying wolf where there is none.
Exactly.
So the males were not living in a country where males are fighting against females. I think the Western world has negative input in some situations like this, where maybe they disregard the position of male above that of female. They just see the female, whatever the male does, the female can easily rope them into things that ordinarily shouldn't have been. You have, you know, it's unfortunate that even your children within those spheres, you cannot even discipline them. They grow up and they don't have manners. So if the society, the organization will be able to channel things the way the parents can guide the kids who will grow to become youths and then grow to take over leadership, and they are properly disciplined, yes, we'll have a beautiful society.
Oh, lovely, sir.
We'll have a beautiful society. So whether a male or female is not the cause. In fact, no. I must say that the females are blessings, and they don't know their worth. If one is not even mentioning it, they might not even know that they are creating major impact, even in the governance at the federal level and the state level. Because exactly, whatever the president is doing, he has his wife. Yes. He's not doing things to say no, maybe females. I don't think he will come up to say females should do this because she will cry. If the governors are saying they want to do this to the females, the wives will cry. So, and sometimes as males, when they have challenges, they do brainstorming. Yeah. They tend to interact. The people they interact with, some are females. So whether you like it or not, their input is in it. So I think that they should know that nobody is fighting. We are not fighting. Nobody is fighting. It should be an harmonious thing. Okay, because Nigeria needs all of us.
Okay, sir.
Everyone is important.
Oh, good one. Everyone is important, according to Dr. Atn Politics. He is the Secretary General of Uniport's Alumni Association, River State Chapter, and we have been picking his brains and his opinion on varied topics, on politics, on African and Nigerian terrain, right here in the studios of Atlantic Television Network, right here in Port Harcourt. Moving on, we are going to Bauchi State right now. Speaker of the Bauchi State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Suleiman Abubakar, has asked the National Security Advisor, the NSA, Nuhu Ribadu, to hold the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, accountable following his threatening remarks against governors on the platform of the PDP, People's Democratic Party. Press reports that Abubakar made this call while voicing his concern regarding remarks attributed to Wike, which appear to threaten the instigation of a political crisis in states where governors are purported to have intervened in the political situation of Rivers State. In a statement made available to newsmen on Monday, Abubakar, who previously served as the chairman of the Conference of Nigerian Speakers Forum, characterized Wike's comments as reckless and unbecoming of a leader. He underscored that such statements jeopardize not only the cohesion of the People's Democratic Party, but also the stability of the nation in whole. Furthermore, he urged the leadership of the PDP and the national security agencies to take prompt measures to mitigate what he referred to as Wike's excesses. Yes, coming back home right now, we are talking about a political bigwig in the nomenclature of the FCT minister, Barrister Nyesom Wike. There has been ups and downs in the People's Democratic Party.
Oh, yes.
And prior to the present situation we find ourselves in the PDP, Barrister Nyesom Wike has been very instrumental to the stability of the PDP prior to the 2023 general elections. He had also assisted in convening conventions, I think twice, for the People's Democratic Party. He had assisted many governors while they were having issues in their states. He went over to Edo State also when the governor fell out with his godfather and made sure that PDP won the day because the governor decamped from APC to PDP. He has a track record of working for his party. But it's now turned out that he and his own protege, being Sir Siminalayi Fubara, the governor of Rivers State. And he made comments during the People's Democratic Party States Congress elections that he is sounding a note of warning to other states and governors of other states and personalities as well. He who wants to decides to come to set up chaos or to interfere unnecessarily into what he feels is an in-house matter in Rivers State, that he also is going to reciprocate in also destabilizing politically anyway their own states. And he made mention of Bauchi State, being Bala Mohammed, who has been very vocal concerning this matter. And the Speaker of Bauchi State made a response that he should be referred to the National Security Advisor for cautioning. But do you think that Wike's stance concerning that if you move me, I move you. If you shake me, I shake you. If you day your day, I day my day. What do you think concerning Wike's stance concerning politically that he is not going to interfere in your state if you don't interfere in his own state?
Well, one will ask, is it the spokesman of PDP in Rivers State?
You mean Barrister Nyesom Wike?
Yes.
He did not speak in his capacity, in any capacity as a spokesman.
Okay, he just spoke.
Yeah, he spoke as a stakeholder.
Okay.
And also, he also is involved in the political calculations of Rivers State concerning PDP, at least.
No, but I think that when parties, a political party has the governorship candidate, that governorship candidate becomes the leader of the party in the state. If there should be something of that magnitude of interference, I think it should come from the leadership of this, yes, of the state.
Of the state.
Yes, and
but the leadership of the states have issues.
No, what are the issues now? We have the governor. The governor
yes.
of the state is a PDP person,
yes.
right?
Yes.
Good. And in as much as he's a PDP
no. You see, there are other political considerations. It's not an.
Okay,
it's
so
not.
it's
not an. It's not. No, it's not.
It's
It's not a situation of black and white.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay, they do underground things.
No, not underground things per se. It's arose from. I think there was a period when the governor had to go over to the House of Assembly and made sure that the place, I think there was a fire in the House of Assembly.
Okay.
And after the fire, we were hearing reports that he was supposed to be impeached.
Okay, and that's the governor?
Yeah, the governor of Rivers State. He was supposed to be impeached. And following that came to be a fire in the House of Assembly. And after the fire in the House of Assembly, there became a parallel House of Assembly per se, subsisting till today.
I would not subscribe to that.
No, because we have two houses of assembly
no, we
and
don't have
still a parallel.
No, I'm a Rivers man.
No,
I'm a Rivers man, and I believe in law.
No, but Martin Sameule has not been.
But the court has pronounced that those persons.
No. The court did not. It's still in contention, though. But
in contention, where now?
No. But Martin Sameule has not been removed from his as the Speaker of the House of Assembly.
But I thought
same thing with Victor Okojombo. So. Yes, we still have a parallel. We still have both.
No, we cannot say. Wait.
No, it is.
Wait.
The court will guide.
The court will guide. No problem. While I'm not a legal practitioner, I'm not here to speak the laws, but I know that there are pronouncements concerning the House of Assembly in Rivers State.
Like?
That those 20 whatever of them.
Yeah.
That they should not parade themselves. In fact, there is even a statement that the governor should not even attend to them.
No, that has been overruled. That has been overruled.
Overruled, and now, so who is our speaker now in the state?
Oh, right now we have two speakers.
We cannot have two leadership.
No, until the Supreme Court attends to that case, it still subsists.
Definitely.
Yes, so we cannot actually say that this is or this is. But we can say that we are waiting for the final pronouncement of the judge.
Now,
of the justice.
Now, what you said, do you understand?
Yes.
I'm following you. You said until
that.
So, but what about the one that is subsisting? Are we going to kick against it? If the pronouncement that is made, is it that will be aside? No, that still subsists until there's a judgment. Are we together?
Are you trying to say that Martin Sameule does not have the right to
the pronouncement of the court?
No, but that would be wrong. That would be a wrong call, because
is it sitting? Wait,
he is right now.
Yes,
still handling and undertaking duties as it pertains the Speaker of the House of Assembly, Rivers State. Just as Okojombo
is doing same. Okay, that means, wait now.
Yes,
this is very interesting.
That's why I say we have two parallels.
No problem. This is very
awaiting
interesting.
The judgment of the court.
Wait, this is very interesting. That means we also have chairmen and caretaker chairmen.
Definitely, yes. We still have caretaker chairmen, and we still have.
Now to that end.
Yeah.
To that end, I would want to say that the call or the cry that if there are crises that maybe a call attention should be given. If you threaten violence, it's against the law. We are not in Banana Republic.
But Wike has not threatened violence.
From the news, that there will be fire or something like that.
That was his comment. That was Bauchi Speaker's comment.
So what is the Wike's comment?
No, Wike was asking for non-interference from other parties in order.
Do other parties interfere in Rivers issues?
Yeah, they do.
Like what? Which one?
There have been cases. I mean, there's a group of lawmakers.
All these things are internal. Wait, from my view, are we together?
Yes.
These are internal crises.
Okay.
And you should tackle them internally. Are we together?
Yes.
If you now, because by the INEC rulings, you cannot come and vote if you're not from Rivers State.
I mean, we had world congresses, we had local government congresses, and we had state congresses that the governor and his
was the governor part of the. I thought the court said that they should not carry out the Congress. Wait,
no,
sorry, but they still went ahead.
No, but I mean, as in right now, if it was an ultra vires, if it was null and void, the court will pronounce it null and void. But
nobody went and said that they should not carry out.
But the states still did.
That is contrary to. So that
no. That's your opinion.
It's not about opinion.
That's your opinion.
No, let's get something straight.
The party has held their congresses.
No, I'm trying to.
The party held their congresses, and the governor was not a partaker of it.
He was not a partaker.
Yes.
No, wait now.
And the congresses are over.
No problem. If you say, court has said that their Congress should not hold.
No. You see.
Was there no judgment like that? There no pronouncement like that?
No, see, what you have to
understand. But they still went ahead.
No, what you have to understand is that right now,
yes,
the states has even held their congresses, and there was no order that barred them from doing that.
There was no order that barred them.
Yes.
Well, I'm not a member.
And executives have been inaugurated and started working already.
I'm not a member of PDP. Okay. And that's why I'm trying to pick to understand what exactly is happening within the PDP circle. But what I'm trying to say is that when situation occurs in the party, they have leadership. If the leadership, you cannot even say that you have two leadership in Rivers State. Once you say you have two leadership in Rivers State, then you must have two governors. Because the leader of the party is the governor of the state.
But the governor did not partake in PDP's affairs.
That means that is not a congress or whatever. I don't know what it is.
I stand to be corrected.
Don't worry. I don't know what it is. It's like now, for instance, as APC is the leader of APC in Nigeria. Is the President Tinubu.
Yes.
Are we together?
Yes.
If now you now say there is internal angles in the party, you now go and form your own. Has it changed the position that the leader of that party conducts or leads?
Wherein the governor did not partake in PDP's Congress.
Why won't it partake? Is he on suspension? Is it that he was doing it on proxy? That means that those people might be gathering for various reasons.
There has been reports of his decamping to the APP. It's not verified.
If it's not verified, then we should not follow them to speculate.
Okay,
yes, we should not follow them to speculate.
Because he did not partake in the congresses from the ward level to the state level. And that shows that, first of all, he might not be considered of the PDP in Rivers State. Am I right?
No, they have party chairman.
Who is Aaron? Chukwemeka Aaron is the party chairman presently of the PDP.
But you are saying that there is fraction.
No, I mean in the House of Assembly. In the House of Assembly. In the House of Assembly.
No, wait, I want to get that straight.
In those people who are
conducting, wait now.
Yes.
Those people who are conducting the primaries, who is their chairman? Who is the chairman of the governor?
I don't get it.
So that means
there's no factionalization in the PDP as it pertains to the ESCOs. As it pertains to the National Working Committee, as it pertains to the Executive Council of the states, local governments, and the World Congresses, that has been held and the leaders have been selected.
Okay. So
if anyone did not partake in that, it's done and dusted.
Okay.
You understand? So
but the governor has not made any pronouncement why he was not part of it.
We wait to hear from him. He has his reasons. But in the internal restructuring of the PDP, which is a very recurring decimal, the governor did not partake in the recent restructuring of the PDP as it pertains to getting new ESCOs for the new political terrain that we have found ourselves in.
Now, if why I'm asking and saying all this is because I'm trying to point out that it's to the mind is politics. Are we together? And it's out to grab power. They are out. The populace are there. When you do your internal situation, you will definitely come to the public to vote.
Okay.
Are we together?
Okay.
Now, if you don't do things that are glaring and transparent to the populace, it will be a personal affair. That's what I'm saying. Because to the layman on the street, they know that party has leadership and structure. Are we together? Now the torso of party structure is what is playing out. But if you want to take over that leadership, I think maybe that's where they were trying to impeach the governor. And they couldn't impeach him. Or have they impeached him? They've not. He's still the governor of Rivers State. Or do they have their own governor now? So they cannot bamboozle people. I heard the minister made a statement clearly that they have lost. So if they have lost, the one you're telling me now is even more confusing. So, but I think that if they have lost, they should wait till the 2027. Are we together? And then they can come up on how to take over power.
Okay.
Rather than, because we cannot say this state does not have House of Assembly speaker, a speaker of House of Assembly. We can't say so. It has. It has.
In the person of?
You know him. He's not the
Doctor. You are deep inside a politician, sir.
No, I'm not a politician. I'm just trying to. No. I'm not in the political party.
No, sir, this is ATN politics. I mean, we are all politicians.
No problem.
Here. We are politicians here.
No problem.
We are politicians. That's what we came to discuss.
No problem. In that situation, we already know that courts. The person who is the speaker now, his name is skipping my.
Oh, sir.
So, no, I'm not talking of. It's not the 21 people. I mean the 20-something speaker. No, it's not that one. That one I know that court has ruled them out.
No, sir. That's wrong. That's wrong.
If the court has ruled them out.
No, the court did not. The court did not.
Okay, the court said they have 2 speakers now.
Yeah. I mean, it's still before the court. So we'll wait for that.
If it is before the court,
we'll wait for that
we will not discuss what's in the court.
Then let's leave it at that. Let's leave it at that. Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I believe that we still have more discussions here, but time is of the essence, and we have come to the end of this episode of ATN Politics. This is where we wrap it up. From your host Raymond Kenumbata and our very, very, very cerebral doctor. He is the Secretary General of the University of Port Harcourt Alumni Association River State Chapter. I'm talking of none other than Dr. Atn Alamonia Ibieneye. It's a pleasure having you always, sir. It's a pleasure, sir. And I didn't know that the political streak is still very strong in you, sir. It's a pleasure, sir. Always a pleasure.
It's always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure, sir.
We have to do, one beautiful thing with things like this is that the truth should not be swept under the carpet. Because we have, like we've always said, the younger ones will grow.
Exactly.
And we cannot raise a society where it's as if it's a banana republic. They learn. If you do some certain things, they will think it's a normal norm. Are we together? If a governor is not doing well, you impeach him. The law is clear. There are processes. If you're unable to do that, you don't begin to paint as if
it's politics. It's politics.
If it is politics, let us see.
In politics, there's no white and black.
Okay, there's no white
shades of grey.
But at least now the one has been able to say there's no white and black. One has said that he has lost. He has told the supporters
that's the beauty of politics, sir.
If you have lost, then which one is double? I don't see.
That's the beauty of politics. We'll get the updates later.
No problem.
All right, do well to stay connected on our ATN socials, Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network, on Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1, also on X, formerly Twitter, Atlantic TV Net, and watch us live on our website, atlanticnetwork.tv. Peace and unity are the pathways to progress. Until we come your way, same time tomorrow, stay blessed and stay tuned.
Every day, our lives are changed by history.
We are one people, all of us.
Leaders, politics.
Nobody's ambition is what
I have fought very firmly.
Snatch